Welcome to part 1 of this Waste Expert presentation series on implementing high-performance waste contracts. The aim of this presentation series is to ensure that you understand the key processes and key principles that will help you procure and manage cost-effective high-performance waste management contracts. This presentation series has 3 parts to it, and it's recommended that you listen to all 3 of them. Part 1 is an introduction to implementing high-performance waste contracts. Part 2 outlines the preparatory work that we recommend you undertake. And Part 3 covers the tender process itself. Firstly, what is a high-performance waste contract and why would you want one? A high-performance waste contract is one that is cost-effective, transparent and appropriate for your needs. It also ensures that you make continuous improvement in managing your waste according to the waste hierarchy. It will benefit your organisation economically, environmentally and socially. High-performance contracts should be implemented through a partnership approach with your waste contractor. This partnership should recognise the responsibilities and opportunities throughout the waste management chain, from production and storage through to transportation and treatment and disposal. The implementation of the contract will be a cornerstone of your sustainable waste management system. High-performance waste contracts will take into account a range of key principles. These are cost control, the aim being for transparency and efficiency in the operation, monitoring and reporting of the contract requirements. Legal compliance, the operation of the contract will be legally compliant and a document control system will be in place to prove it. Management of waste according to the waste hierarchy, the contract will consider options and targets at each stage of the hierarchy. Best available technology and infrastructure. You should benefit from the most appropriate and effective waste collection, treatment and disposal options available to you. The next key principle that your contract will consider is monitoring and targeting data. You should receive comprehensive reports from your contractor that allow you to monitor and target your waste management operations. Contract management framework. The contract should outline a management hierarchy that will be utilised in the implementation of the contract to ensure that all requirements are met and continuous improvements are made and recorded. Communication and consultation. The production and implementation of the contract should take into account the views, skills, experience and requirements of key user groups. Policy and strategy. All aspects of your contract will link to your waste management policy and strategy as a key driving factor in implementing your vision, commitments, objectives and targets. In order to achieve a high-performance contract, you will need to undertake careful preparatory work. Without this, it will be very challenging to embed sustainability throughout the procurement process. In total, there are 6 steps that I'll go on to explaining in more detail in the later parts in order to prepare a high-performance waste contract. The first 3 steps encompass your preparatory work, and they are auditing, market research and preparing your strategy. The next 3 steps deal with the tender process, and they are preparing your tender documentation, the tender assessment and the contract award and implementation. You should now go on to part 2 of this presentation series, which will outline what you need to do in order to undertake your preparatory work.